why did you leave RSD? What happened exactly?
Why did I leave RSD? I wrote down a list of like reasons to go and reasons to start a new business versus reasons to leave RSD. And I remember I had like 17 reasons, and all of them were like valid enough on their own. Um, Valid enough on their own to leave the company for different reasons, political reasons, disagreements with management, things like that. The primary reason why I left RSD was I'm in the business of counseling. I imagine that I want to be a counselor. I want to help people, and then by a strokes of luck, by winning the lottery, I got recruited into RSD and I became a coach. So I can coach and counsel in real life in a very implementable way that can change people's lives pretty quickly. So I love this job. I don't plan on quitting until another 2 or 3 years. Life is good. So the reason why I left RSD is because I thought the value proposition of 3-day boot camp for $3,500 is not as good as a value proposition of 33 days for $4,500. And the other thing is, with a 3-day program, it's 3 students together. That's fine. But with a 33-day program, it's 9 students together. So you get that camaraderie, the adventure, the bonding, which is really, really important. And what would happen is I would have interns, like 3 or 4 of them at a time, would travel with me for like 3 weeks in one area. And they would bond and develop so quickly. They all became magically really good, like irreversibly good. Like they get good for life after 3 or 4 weeks. And because I had interns who would travel with me and bond that way, I saw that model. And these interns were spending like $10,000 to travel and hotels and nightclubs and airports. They would spend that money, and then their dating life was fixed forever. They didn't need to keep doing a 3-day program, like start and stop, and 3-day program, start and stop. So the main reason was the value proposition. The lifestyle is way better, being in Mexico for a month and enjoying it, Croatia, New York, London, being immersed in it. And I actually explained this to the manager. I laid it out. I showed him the finances. I proposed the financial breakdown, like what they would get or what I would get. And he said, it's never been tested. It'll never work. I'm like, dude, it does work, because this is in 2014. Like, manager, it does work because I have all of these interns paying $10,000 each to basically intern and learn from me for 5 or 6 weeks at a time. I had like 20 of them do it. So if there's 20 of them and we have an email list of like 200,000 people, there's going to be some. And he was pig-headed about it. He didn't even give it a chance. They had immersion in Las Vegas, but the immersion curriculum was kind of wishy-washy. It was all over the place. It wasn't even really run by the fully certified authority coaches. They had like these sub-coaches. So that's the main reason why. And yeah, I mean, there was I had disagreements with the way they would compensate instructors. I thought the accountability of communication between management and instructors could have been a lot better. Yeah, there's some of the reasons, some of the things that I weren't happy with, but mostly it was like a much better value proposition, a better lifestyle. And 10 years now since I've left, the proof is in the pudding. We get 9 students every program. I don't need to do any marketing in order to fill the programs. I don't raise the price higher than $4,500 per program because I still want to attract guys in their late 20s, like guys who are just developing in life. That kind of culture is really, really good. And that's more than enough to run the business, plus online programs on the side. So yeah, that's the reason why I left RSD. Definitely, there was some not great management from particularly one manager in particular. Owen is great. He does his thing, creative visionary, driving love of the game and driving people thinking about the game, driving people changing. That's great. But the other manager, I think he was short-sighted in his management ability. And 10 years later, we've got this great program that has served almost 500 people now and is going strong. I'm even doing less programs because it's a really nice balance between 5 weeks coaching 9 students, and then I have like 5 weeks off. I travel, meet women, do photography, explore the world. Life is good.